Right, hello guys and welcome to my channel. As promised, I am going to be talking to you guys about sleep training, my update for you guys on how Olivia is doing. So I did say that I had a lot to say about it, but I think I kind of said a lot in the other video. So how is Olivia doing with sleep training? Right, so I don't even know where to start with this sleep training. It is such a hard thing to do. I didn't realise it would be so hard. At the minute, I feel like we are on the upper hand. We are gaining. But then we had a setback a week ago. So it's really difficult to talk about how Olivia is doing with sleep training. So let me just start from the beginning. So we need to sleep train Olivia because we are going to be going away for 2 weeks and I'm going to be on a training course. So I really want her to be sleep trained so that it doesn't leave me exhausted, if you know what I mean, as well as study and train on top. I don't know whether it's going to work or not, but that is the plan, which is why I want to train her early, so that when we go away, when we put her to bed, she's in bed and she is asleep and I can sleep soundly as well, to be fresh for the training that I'm going to be doing the following day. So that's one of the reasons why we want to sleep train her now. Also, she is 4 months, so that's usually about the right age to start sleep training. So at the minute, what we've been doing is that she has a set bedtime. So there isn't a specific time, because that does not work. So there is a window, and that is between 6:30 and 7:30. And so we put her to bed around 6:30, 7:30, because you just don't know. She still may not have fed yet or something. So it's nice to have a bit of a window to allow for that, rather than being too rigid, because it just doesn't work. Because the clocks have gone back, it has changed a little bit. So we've made that window a little bit bigger. So from 5:30 to 7:30, she needs to be in the bedroom, because sometimes she's tired before her bedtime routine, you know, and I don't want to keep her up to make her overtired and make a rod for my own back. So that's what we've been doing so far. And how we've been doing it is, like, every 5 minutes we check on her. So she is sleeping in the bedroom by herself now. We do sleep in the same bedroom as her, but when we put her down for bed, she's going down for bed by herself. So we put her in at the time, her bedtime window, and I change her nappy, or we change her nappy, whoever's taking her to bed, change her nappy, we sing her a song. So we sing to her, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine," and then we give her like a little cuddle, give her a goodnight kiss. I tell her that I love her and that it's time for bedtime now, and then I put her down. And she does fight. In the beginning, she fought a lot. I think she's waking up. In the beginning, she fought a lot, but now she's starting to get a little bit easier being put down. So she does cry, but what we do now is, once we put her down, we leave the room and I monitor her. So I am stuck like glue to the monitor, watching her. She's awake, stuck like glue to the monitor, just watching her. And if she cries for more than 5 minutes, which to me is a long time, I will go in and just soothe her and just rub her back and just give her a kiss. I don't say anything to her, and then I leave the room again, and then I give it another 5 minutes. And usually the third time, even the second time, she's settled and then she goes to sleep. So that's what we've been doing so far. Now with nap times, I did say nap times was proving so much more difficult, but I got to the point where I thought, I don't know what to do, so all I know is how to send her to bed for bedtime, so I'm just going to do exactly the same thing. And I tell you what, it has worked. Whenever she has, sorry, I'm looking at her, whenever she you know, shows the signs of being tired, so she's rubbing her eyes, she's yawning, she's like rubbing her head on my neck and stuff like that, I put her in the bedroom. I do that routine again, change her nappy, close the curtains, sing. No, I don't sing to her actually in this bit, and I just give her a kiss and say sleep well, blah, and then I put her down, and that's what I do. Right, she is waking up, but she's chilling. Can you hear her? I'm gonna go and get her. So Miss Olivia is now awake. She had a nap. I usually put her down to nap at 8:30 in the morning, and she usually naps for about an hour. She used to nap for 2 hours, but that's sort of reduced, so it's an hour she naps. And generally, I don't know how many naps she has. I don't wake her up from her naps at all. I just let her sleep. I know that people say, not people, sorry, I know that there are some recommendations to let her sleep no longer than 2 hours or something like that. She doesn't sleep that long anyway for nap time, so I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, it's usually about an hour she has a nap for, and then she's awake and she's refreshed, and then she's back on that mat again as usual. So yeah, so that's our routine so far. But yeah, she's doing really well. I am a little bit worried because we are going away soon, as I explained earlier in the beginning of the video, and whether she will take to sleeping in a different environment and whether that will change things. We're going to be taking our snooze pod with us so that she is sleeping in the same bed than what she sleeps at home. Hopefully she does not grow out of it before we go, just so that she's familiar, really. Yeah. Right, one thing that I did forget to mention was actually during the night. I told you guys how I put her to bed and so forth. So during the night, she is currently waking up twice in the night. The last couple of nights though, she's woken up crying. And one of the things that I've been struggling with is when she wakes up, is she hungry or not? Or is she just waking up for another reason? You know, it could just be no reason at all, but she wakes up and then she wakes up. So one thing that I did, because I was just getting so confused with her waking up in the night, was I would time it. So if she was hungry, I know her hungry cry. Her hungry cry is non-stop cry. If it's just a moan or whatever, then, you know, that's something different. Now, what I always make sure I do with Olivia, regardless of whether we're sleep training or whatever, as long as she is fed, okay, not even just fed, as long as she is full, as long as her nappy is clean, obviously she's not poorly or anything like that, then there's not really much else I can do apart from just love her and comfort her. You know, that's what she's looking for. She's looking for, you know, comfort or to play or whatever, you know. So when it's bedtimes, trying to teach her that bedtimes is for sleeping. When she wakes up in the middle of the night, I need to ask myself those questions. Okay, so when did I last feed her? I know that she feeds every 4 hours. When did I last feed her? So she's full. I check her nappy, so I just sniff her bum. So, I don't know how else to put it politely. I'll sniff her bum, and if it smells like she needs a nappy change, oh, it's gone out of focus again. And if she needs a nappy change, I will change her nappy. But when I did the experiment, I let her sort of whingy cry when she woke up in the night for a little bit, probably about a minute or two. And on both occasions that she did it, not her hungry cry, just a random cry, both the times she went straight back to sleep again. So I kind of feel like maybe I'm going too fast and not allowing her to self-soothe herself back to sleep again. Apparently babies do, they wake themselves up, and you know, it may not be feed that they're after or anything like that. They've just woken up, and I leave it a couple of minutes and then she is back asleep again. So that is something that I have learnt in the last few days, which I thought would be really good to share with you guys, to be honest, because it was getting ridiculous. I was confused. I wasn't sure whether she's hungry or not, because I just fed her, you know. So yes, anyway, I thought I'd just quickly chip that in because I forgot to mention it, so I've just slipped that in there. So yeah, from Olivia and myself, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and hit that notification bell to receive more notifications for when I upload new videos. Bye. Say bye, babe. Very tired.